Hello everyone, and welcome to this comprehensive training session. Today, we're going to walk through a complete step-by-step guide on how to file Form 24Q, which relates to TDS on salary. This is the YouTube training version, so I'll be explaining everything clearly and thoroughly. Over the course of this presentation, we'll cover the entire process from start to finish to help you understand each step involved. Let's get started. Let's take a look at the quarterly TDS return for salary. This is a crucial part of compliance for employers who deduct tax at source from their employees' salaries. It is filed by employers who hold a TAN, or Tax Deduction and Collection Account Number, which is mandatory for this process. The return itself contains detailed information about the salary payments made and the TDS deducted on those payments. Now, it's important to understand that filing this return is not optional. It's a mandatory requirement under the Income Tax Act. This ensures transparency and helps the government track tax collection effectively. So, what exactly is Form 24Q? It's the specific form used for reporting the TDS on salary payments. It consolidates all the salary and TDS details for a quarter, making it easier for both the employer and the tax authorities to keep track of the deductions and payments made. Overall, this slide emphasizes the importance of timely and accurate filing of the quarterly TDS return for salary, which plays a vital role in maintaining compliance and ensuring smooth tax processes. Let's take a look at the key deadlines for the Form 24Q submissions throughout the year. For the first quarter, covering April to June, the due date is July 31st. Moving on to the second quarter, from July to September, the deadline is October 31st. For the third quarter, October to December, the due date is January 31st. And finally, for the fourth quarter, from January to March, the deadline is May 31st. These dates are crucial because they help us stay compliant and ensure timely reporting. Remember, timely submission of Form 24Q is essential for maintaining good standing with the tax authorities and avoiding penalties. As we progress through the presentation, keep these deadlines in mind. They tie into our overall theme of efficient tax management and compliance. All right, let's walk through the first step, deduct and deposit TDS. First, you need to calculate your salary income accurately. Once you have that figure, you apply the relevant slab rates to determine the amount of TDS to be deducted. It's important to remember that these slab rates are progressive, so higher income brackets attract higher TDS rates. After calculating the TDS, you must deduct this amount from your salary each month. The next critical step is depositing the deducted TDS with the government by the 7th of the following month. Timely deposit of TDS is essential to stay compliant and avoid penalties. This step ensures that the tax collection process remains smooth and transparent, forming the foundation for proper tax management. Now, let's move on to Step 2, download required utilities. Here, you'll see two main tools highlighted, the Return Preparation Utility, or RPU, and the File Validation Utility, known as FVU. Both of these utilities are essential for ensuring that your returns are prepared and validated correctly. You can access these tools conveniently through the TRACES or Protean portals, which are the official platforms for these processes. Using these utilities properly helps streamline your return filing process and minimizes errors. So, make sure to download the latest versions from these portals before you start working on your returns. This step is crucial because it sets the foundation for accurate and efficient filing, aligning with our overall goal of smooth compliance. Now, let's move on to the next step in preparing your 24Q return. First, you'll need to enter the TAN and employer details. Make sure these are accurate, as they are crucial for proper identification and processing. Next, you'll add the employee's PAN and salary details. These are essential for calculating and reporting the correct tax deduction. After that, you'll need to enter the Challan details, such as the BSR code and CIN, which relate to the payment of TDS. Double-check these entries to ensure they match your payment records. Finally, if you're filing for Q4 only, don't forget to attach the Annexure II. This step is important for compliance and completeness of your return. Once all these details are entered, you'll be ready to proceed to step 3, preparing your 24Q return. This step consolidates all the information you've entered and helps generate the final report for submission. Remember, accuracy at this stage is key to avoiding any discrepancies or delays. So take your time to review each entry carefully before moving forward. Now, let's walk through step 4. Validate using FVU. The first thing we need to do is validate the file to ensure everything is correct before submission. This step helps us catch any issues early on. Once the file passes validation, we generate the FVU file, which is essentially a confirmation that the data is in the right format. If there are any errors during validation, it's important to fix them to avoid problems later. Correcting errors ensures the file is clean and ready for submission. Overall, this validation process is a crucial part of maintaining data integrity and compliance. It's all about making sure our files are accurate and ready to go, fitting seamlessly into the larger process of secure and reliable data transmission. Now, once you've completed the previous steps, it's time to upload your information on the income tax portal. First, you'll need to log in using your TAN, which is your tax deduction and collection account number. This ensures that your account is securely linked to your tax details. Next, you'll upload the FVU file that you generated earlier. This file contains all your verified tax information in the correct format for the portal. After uploading, it's crucial to verify your details using DSC or EVC. This step confirms your identity and ensures that the data you're submitting is authentic and authorized. Once verified, you'll save the acknowledgement. Think of this as your receipt or proof that your data has been successfully uploaded and accepted. This step is vital because it officially submits your tax information to the government, completing the process. Remember, this is the final step to ensure your data is securely and accurately recorded in the system, bringing you closer to completing your tax filing smoothly. Now, let's talk about the late filing penalty. As per Section 234E, if you file your TDS returns late, you could be liable to pay a penalty of $200 per day. This penalty continues to accrue until the return is filed. However, it's important to note that this penalty is capped at the maximum TDS amount that was due. So essentially, you won't pay more than the total amount of TDS that should have been deducted. Additionally, there's an extra layer of penalty under Section 271H, which can be imposed if you delay filing your returns. This penalty is separate and can lead to further consequences if the delay is significant. Overall, the key takeaway here is that late filing isn't just a minor issue. It can lead to financial penalties that add up quickly, so timely compliance is crucial. This ties into our overall theme of understanding the importance of adhering to tax deadlines to avoid unnecessary costs. Now, once you've completed filing your Form 24Q, there are a few important steps to follow. First, you should download your Form 16 from TRACES. This is the official platform where your TDS details are stored and accessible. It's essential to get this document because it serves as proof of the tax deducted and deposited on your behalf. Next, make sure to issue your Form 16 to your employer or deductor by June 15th. This is a deadline set by the government, and issuing it on time helps ensure transparency and keeps your records up to date. Speaking of records, always keep your copies of Form 16 and related documents safely. You might need them later for your income tax return filing or in case of any queries from the tax department. Remember, having these documents organized and accessible can make your entire tax filing process much smoother. This step is a vital part of maintaining good financial records and compliance. Thank you all for staying with me through this presentation. If you found the content helpful, I encourage you to subscribe for more GST and TDS tutorials. It's a great way to stay updated and deepen your understanding. If you have any doubts or questions, please don't hesitate to comment below. I'm here to help clarify those. Also, sharing this with your fellow accountants and business owners can really make a difference. helping more people stay compliant and informed. Remember to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future content. Thanks again for your attention, and I look forward to connecting with you all soon.